Hi everyone, it's Rachel from rwcrafts.com. Today I'm sharing with you a quick walkthrough of how I created this art journal page. But first I wanted to share with you this brand new shipment of some Dina Wakley products that just came in the mail today, so I'm so excited to just dive in and play with them. I ordered myself 2 sets of stamps. I really love that ocean life stamp. And these journal clips I plan on using in my traveler's notebooks. I'm very excited about this paper tape. You can see the first roll has some like Dina faces in it, and then the second roll is more abstract. I am definitely drawn to these top 3 right here. I can see myself using those over and over and over again. And of course, new paint colors. So we have olive and buff, Sedona and marine, which I love, and eggplant and peacock. So we all love the old Dina Wakley paints. So I think we're all very excited to get some new colors here. So you can see I already put down the paper tape and I did seal it with some Liquitex matte medium just to make sure it stayed on there. I just added the marine paint color and you can see that a little bit of Dina's paint goes a long way. I did not need even half of the amount of paint I put down on this page. So I'm gonna water it down and end up picking a lot of it up because it's just a lot of paint. So here you can see that I'm picking it up the extra paint with a paper towel. I really wanted to make sure to especially wipe the paint off around where the paper tape was because I really liked how the patterns of the tape looked. So I did pick up a lot of paint, unfortunately. I did not need to put down that much. So now I'm going through with my palette knife and I'm just kind of scraping on some of this peacock colored paint, which, I mean, it's the teal color. It's everybody's favorite color. I know it's my favorite color. So of course I had to use it first. And I'm just kind of adding that in around the paper tape to keep that flow of design. So now I'm using this new stencil. I think it's the Wave stencil, but I'll be sure to have all the products listed below in the description. I'm using an old Distress sponge applicator to pick up some of the buff colored paint off of my craft mat, and I'm using the applicator to go through the stencil. So you can see I'm just adding some of those wave colors. An important thing with stencils is to make sure that you always carry part of the stencil off the edge of the page so that it looks like there's that flow of movement on your journal page. It's not just stopped in the center. So here I'm using a stamp from that just scribbly stamp set that I got. I added some water to the stamp and then colored it with scribble sticks. I used the bright pink color scribble stick, and now I'm going to try to see, can I color the scribble stick on the stamp first and then maybe spray some water after, and that didn't quite work. I used to do this technique a lot with my gelatos, so I wanted to see if it was similar with the scribble sticks. And it looks like with the scribble sticks, first you have to spray the stamp and then color on with the scribble sticks to get the right impression onto your art journal. Whereas with the gelatos have more of a creamy texture, so you can color the stamp first and then spray and get a similar technique with your stamp. The gelato that I used is from the Faber-Castell Iridescent collection, so that's why it has so much shimmer in it. I did try to pick the most similar color, so it still has that hot pink color as the scribble stick did. So scribble sticks, you spray water first, then color, then stamp. And with the gelatos, you put the color down first, then spray, and then stamp. So it's a little opposite in that way. So now I'm using another stamp from that collection and I'm just using my archival jet black ink. I really just like the circular flow. It's kind of goes with the ocean, like little, well, not little, big bubbles to add to my art journal page. So I'm just putting the stamp wherever. And now I'm going to stamp this sea turtle. It's such a cute sea turtle. And later I also stamped those large seaweed as well. But I'm using the jet black archival ink that I just used with that circular stamp. I'm stamping this separately onto some Strathmore mixed media paper. And I'm going to color the sea turtle with my scribble sticks. I'm using green and brown shades to kind of give it more of that realistic color. And then on the shell, I liked to use some of those more blue and teal shades also mixed with the brown. And I just color the scribble stick directly onto the paper, and then I use a skinny brush that I've added some water to. So it's almost like you're making it a watercolor in this way. So once I color this little sea turtle, I will make sure he's completely dry and fussy cut him. I also wanted to say that I really have enjoyed using the Strathmore mixed media paper more so than watercolor paper because it's much smoother. Watercolor paper tends to have all those kind of little bumps and grooves in it, which is great, but it's not always what you want when you're trying to stamp a clean image to color and cut. So I've really kept on hand this mixed media paper, and it handles the water fine. It hasn't pilled up yet, so I'm really happy with that for now. I'm sure something else will come up later. So yeah, just coloring the turtle. And I will also color 3 stamps of the larger seaweeds that I will add to my journal page. And you can see just I added 3 colors to the shell, the brown, the teal, and the green. And then it all just blends in really nicely with just a little bit of water on your brush. Now I'm taking my white Sakura jelly roll, and I just drew some white scribble marks on there. You can see here the seaweed that I colored and cut, and I am gluing it all to the art journal page with my Liquitex matte medium. I like the matte because you can put it on top and below, and whatever squeezes out should dry matte, so you won't have that clear shimmery look that pops up even when it's dry. So this says it's the little things that make life big. So I got that from one of my Chit Chat Tim Holtz sticker book things. They've been out for a while now, but I have a few and trying to use up some of those little words and bits. And even though it's a sticker, I'm still going to add it down with my Liquitex matte medium just to make sure everything sticks there. And that completes my art journal page. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you've been inspired by the new products. Here's some up close pictures of my art journal page. And all of the supplies that I've used will be listed in the description below. Thank you for watching. Bye.